Deuteronomy 8:1. Every commandment which I command you today, you must be careful to observe. We have to be careful. We can't play around with the commandments. We have to be very careful to obey, observe and obey, that you may live and multiply. It was in order for us to live and marry. This is marriages, righteous marriage. This is where multiplication comes from. You have to marry. You know, I marry, my wife married, we have kids, you married, your husband, you and your wife, you marry, y'all have kids, our kids meet up and marry, and they have kids, and they continue. This is marriage. And go in and possess the land. Well, here we go back, we're going to possess. Why is the scripture full of possessing the land, going into the land? But it's not in our people today. A righteous man today, this is what's supposed to be in our hearts. People that have on their mind to come out of the land of Babylon and to come within the borders, thinking like a pilgrim. Second Ezra tells us to be pilgrims, to become pilgrims on the earth. When they're thinking like this, they are right in line with the scripture and possess the land of which Yahuwah swore to your fathers. Jeremiah 33:22. Here's the Most High. As the host of Shamaim cannot be numbered, nor the sand of the sea measured, so I will multiply the descendants of Du, my servant, and Louis, who ministered to me. He is multiplying the descendants. He's multiplying the seed. Who is in the earth today that multiplies like crazy? We don't have but little money, but we still multiply. And this is another subject. If we had the means, we would multiply even more. But the society have set it up where it's difficult and make children expensive, too expensive to raise. And back in the days, it wasn't that expensive. It was not that expensive. They lived off the land like they were supposed to. You can grow enough food to feed your family. You can have enough flock to feed your family and another family. How many kids you have? It doesn't matter. How many you have? 15? 20? You see, they had enough. Ezekiel 36:10-11. I will multiply men upon you. All right, here it is. He's talking about the land. I will multiply men upon you. And even the 1/3 that goes into the land, the Most High going to tell the land, remember, I told you, I would multiply men upon you. All the house of Yasharah, all of it. This means all the sons. All of the sons. Because some of the people are saying certain things about the son, but the scripture is saying all of them. And the city shall be inhabited, and the ruins rebuilt. And I will multiply upon you man, beast, and they shall increase and bring young, and I will make you inhabited, as in former times. And once again, that 1/3 will go back into the land, multiplying. The Most High is going to make these people fruitful and multiply, and it will be like former times. Having children will not cost a lot of money. You go to the hospital, you have these huge doctor bills. That's not going to be the case. You're going to be giving birth free of charge. Free of charge. You will have in your comfort of your own place. You see, our people don't know this. You won't have some strange man. You don't have to open your legs. Women right now, this is Babylonian way. Women are going to these doctors, male doctors, opening their legs, exposing their private parts, and they're giving birth. And this is right. In the eyes of the Most High, this mess is wicked. You see why we have to separate? We have to get away from that Western mentality. And we have a long way to go. We have a very long way to go. But you must be willing and ready to change your mentality, to change your mindset. We must get a different mindset and do better for you than at your beginnings. Then you shall know that I am Yahuwah. Ezekiel 37:26. Moreover, I will make a covenant of shalom with them, and it shall be an everlasting covenant with them. I will establish them and multiply them. I will set my house in their midst forevermore. We know what he's talking about here. This is him talking about setting his house back up as in the former days, things being back pureness, kadoshness, the way it was before. And offerings once again will be performed by Louis. Okay. So I was asked a very good question by someone. And, can we, a woman is married. She's married to a husband. Her husband is wicked. I'm married to a woman. My wife is wicked. Can we divorce our husband and our wives and later on come together and marry? Let's see. Can we do this? Deuteronomy 24, 1 through 4. When a man takes a wife and marries her, this is Torah, and it happens that she finds no favor in his eyes because he has found some uncleanliness in her. She's doing some things that's not right, and he's not happy with his wife. And he writes her a certificate of divorce, puts it in her hand. He writing it. They don't go to the courthouse. This doesn't cost a dime. You see, the society today just stealing money from us. We make us get marriage license, that costs. They make us get driver's license, that costs. Then we got these high price insurance. Listen, you're still a slave. We're still trapped in the slave system set up by Edom. So here he writes her a divorce, put it in her hand, and sends her out of his house. This is the righteous way. We don't go to another nation to get a divorce. But right now, it's set up. You have to go through another nation to get a divorce. The Most High is going to change all of this. See, this is a part of changing our mentality. And this will put more money in our pockets. We should be rich. We should be rich and not poor. When she has departed from his house and goes and become another man's wife, she can leave. He wrote her a certificate of divorce. She's free from him. She can go to another man now. She departs from his house and goes and become another man's wife. So, if she's right, they can stay married forever. But the same problems that husband had, maybe this new husband will have the same problems. If the latter husband, here's the second husband, detests her and writes her a certificate of divorce. See, the Most High knew we was going to have these situations, all these different problems. He knew it. And he writes her a divorce, puts it in her hand, and sends her out of his house. There's nothing wrong with her remarrying. She's not in trouble for that. He's not in trouble for marrying someone that was another man's wife. So what's the trouble? So he sent her off. And if the latter husband dies, even if he dies, who took her as a wife, then the former husband, the first husband that gave the divorce, who divorced her, must not take her back to his wife as his wife. After she's been defiled, she was someone else's. He can't go back into her anymore. This is the way. For that is an abomination. He can't go back into her before Yahuwah, and you shall not bring iniquity on the land. All these scriptures point back to the land. I can't help but to bring these verses out that points to the land and bring them to your attention because your Babylonian teachers are sleeping. So it brings iniquity on the land which Yahuwah, your Elohim, is giving you as an inheritance. Can we write our wife a certificate of divorce because she's doing something we're not pleased with? Yes. Jeremiah 3:1. They say if a man divorces his wife, they say this is what's in the Torah, and she goes from him and become another man's, may he return to her again? No. You see, you can divorce your wicked husband. You can divorce your wicked wife. And you can marry another. And it's right. There's one catch. I will bring it out. He may not enter her again. Would not the land be greatly polluted? We're going back to the land again. Our people don't care about polluting the land. Our people don't care about living in a polluted land. Our people was in a righteous land, left the righteous land to go back to a polluted land. They don't care about being in a polluted land. But you have played the harlot with many lovers. Yet return to me, says Yahuwah. This is us. This is how he see us. We played the harlot as a people, as a nation. And then we see it, Jeremiah 3:8. Then I saw that for all the causes for which backsliding Yasharah had committed adultery, I had put her away. Wait a minute. The Most High is giving us a certificate of divorce? You don't think you can divorce your wicked husband? You don't think it's right to divorce the Most High? I told you. He doesn't want you in these unbalanced relationship, darkness and light. Now, when both of you was dark, that was okay. It was okay when both of you walking in darkness. But now he's waking you and he's pulling you to his light. And the husband doesn't want to come to the light. So you leave the husband behind. This is righteousness. You leave the husband in Babylon. This is righteousness. Don't worry about leaving your spouse. If they're not coming with you, leave them. So the Most High had to put her away and given her a certificate of divorce. Even the Most High will divorce us when we're wicked. Remember, love the things he loves, hate the things he hates. Do the things he does. This is what we should do. Yet her treacherous sister Yehuda did not fear, but went and played the harlot also. Okay, so you get the point here of what happened. Isaiah 51-5. Thus says Yahuwah. Here's a question. Most High love to ask us these questions. He asks us many questions. That's why, he's teaching me how to ask these people questions. You see how I do you? Ask these people questions. When they're wondering about something, when they say things like the land of Yasharah is in the land of Ham, ask them people, well, where's the land of Ham at then? Ask these people these questions. Where is the certificate of your mother's divorce whom I have put away? He's saying, where is it? As a nation, we went off and was hooking up with other mighty ones. So the Most High said, I didn't write you a divorce. Now, if he wrote us a divorce, we could have done this. But he never wrote us a divorce. We would have been righteous if the Most High said, here's your divorce. Now leave and go marry another. Then we could marry another. He says, where is your certificate of your mother's divorce? The mother is the land. The land is our mother. She nurtured us. This is where we get our food and nurturements from. Make sure you know the mother is the land whom I have put away. Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Who did I sell you to? What happened to us? Your iniquities. You have sold yourselves. Our iniquity, we sold ourselves. And for your transgression, your mother has been put away. So she put us away. He says, when I came, there was no man. And he says, why? When I called, there was no answer. When the Most High spoke to us, when the Most High give us something, we don't listen. He's speaking to us and we don't listen. So this is what he's saying. When I call out to you, when I say something to you, you're not listening. There is no answer. He says, my hand shortened at all that I cannot redeem. We don't see answers to our problems. We don't think the Most High can deliver. Or have I no power to deliver? We act as if he can't get us out of these broken marriages. Indeed. He says, with my rebuke, I dry up the sea and make the rivers a wilderness. You have to understand his power and his might. Their fish sink because there is no water and die of thirst. This is something. He's saying for me to do this is nothing. There is nothing too hard for me to do. Our little relationships and our marriages is nothing to him.